Welcome to The Explainer. Today, we're putting together the ultimate playbook to help you absolutely conquer your first big job interview, whether it's for a co-op, that first part-time job, or a huge step into your career. Okay, that feeling of butterflies in your stomach before a big interview? Totally normal. But you know what the best antidote for nerves is? Preparation. So let's dive in. We're going to walk through the exact steps to turn that anxiety into the kind of confidence that lands you the job. So you put together an awesome resume, and it got you in the door. That's a huge win. But here's the thing. The interview, that's where the real magic happens. It's your chance to prove you're more than just a piece of paper. You're the person they need on their team. You know, it's so easy to just focus on your skills and qualifications. But recruiters, they're often trying to figure out something way more fundamental. They're asking themselves, can this person work well with others? Will they bring some good energy to the office? This is your moment to show them who you really are. So the big question is, how do you stand out from everybody else? Well, one of the most powerful things you can do, and this is my favorite tip, happens before you even walk in the room. And that is research. Seriously, a little bit of homework here is a total game changer. And doing this homework, it pays off, big time. Suddenly, you can answer their questions with real confidence. You can ask smart questions that show you're actually engaged. It shows them you're not just looking for any job, you're looking for this job. Feeling a little overwhelmed about what to look for? Don't be. Here's a simple checklist to get you started. Try to understand what they do, who their main competitors are, and if there's any big news about them lately. Oh, and finding their mission statement? That's gold for connecting your own values to theirs. And the great news is, you've got a ton of resources right at your fingertips. Yeah, start with their website, but don't stop there. LinkedIn is great. And hey, don't forget about your school's career center. Those folks are experts, and they are literally there to help you. Okay, let's get to the next play in our book, Active Preparation and Practice. Research gives you all the raw material, but practice is what's going to sharpen your performance and build that real confidence. Think of this checklist as your roadmap. And listen, I want to highlight number 2 here. Practice your answers out loud. What sounds amazing in your head can sometimes come out as a jumbled mess. Trust me, hearing yourself say the words makes a massive difference. In a mock interview, that's like a scrimmage before the championship game. It's priceless. Now, let's talk about salary. This can feel kinda awkward, right? But you don't have to guess. There are amazing, up-to-date tools like the Government of Canada's Job Bank that give you real wage reports for your role and your province. Walking in with that info is a huge confidence booster. All right, so you've done your research, you've practiced your answers, you're feeling good. But, and this is important, not all interviews are created equal. Knowing the format you're walking into gives you a huge advantage. So usually the whole thing kicks off with a screening interview. Think of it as round 1. It's a quick check to see if you meet the basic qualifications. Your only goal? Impress them enough to get to round 2, which is the selection interview. That's where you'll usually meet the hiring manager, the person who makes the final call. Okay, a panel interview. This can feel like you're facing a firing squad, right? But here's a little trick. When someone asks you a question, start by making eye contact with them, but as you answer, sweep your gaze across the whole panel. It's a small thing, but it includes everyone and shows you're super confident. Now, a group interview is a whole different ballgame. Here's the key. They're not just looking for a leader. They're looking for a collaborator. Don't try to dominate the conversation. Instead, listen to other people, build on their ideas, and help the group find the best solution. That's what a real team player does. And then there's the stress interview. If you ever find yourself in one and the questions feel really tough or even a little unfair, just remember, their goal isn't to break you. They just want to see how you handle pressure. So take a breath, stay calm, and give a clear, professional answer. You got this. Of course, these days we have lots of phone and video interviews. For these, your environment is everything. Find a quiet spot with no distractions. And for video, please, check what's in your background and make sure it looks professional. And hey, remember to smile. You can actually hear it in your voice. And now, for something you have 100% control over, your first impression. The one you make before you even say a single word. Let's talk about what you wear. See, your outfit isn't just about fashion. It's about professionalism. It sends a message. It says you're a serious candidate who respects the company and this opportunity. Here's the golden rule, and if you remember one thing, remember this. It is always better to be a little overdressed than even slightly underdressed, period. Even if the company has a super casual vibe, dressing a notch above that shows you're taking this seriously. All right, fellas, for you, it's all about a clean, coordinated, conservative look. The little details matter so much here. Polished shoes, a belt that matches, a tie that isn't distracting. It all comes together to create a really powerful professional image.
And for women, the focus is on professional, tailored pieces that are comfortable and polished. The goal is for your incredible skills and personality to be the star of the show, not your outfit. Simple and classic is always a winning strategy.
And just before you head out the door, do one last check. These little details make a surprisingly big difference. And here's a pro tip that a lot of people forget. Skip the perfume or cologne. You never know if your interviewer has an allergy or is sensitive to scents. All of this, the research, the practice, the professional clothes, it all boils down to this one key idea. It's about giving you the confidence and the tools to walk in there and show them that you are the best person for the job. So there you have it. You've got the playbook, you've put in the work, and you are ready for this. Now it's time to go out there and show them exactly what you can do. Good luck!